महला तीजा। सतगुर ते जो मुँह फिरे, से बद्दे दुख सहाहे। फिर मिलन ना पाईनी, जम है तै मर जाहे। सतगुर ते जो मुँह फिरे, से बद्दे दुख सहाय। फिर मिलन ना पाईनी, जम है तै मर जाहे। सहसा रोग ना छोड़ई, दुख ही मह दुख पाहे। नानक नदरी बख्श ले, शब्दे मेल मिलाहे। महला तीजा। जो सतगुर ते मुँह फिरे, तिना ठौर ना ठाव। जो छुट्टड़ घर घर फिरै, दोह चारण बदनाव। नानक गुरमुख बख्शियह, से सतगुर मेल मिलाओ। पौड़ी। जो सेवह सत मुरार, से भवजल तर गया। जो बोल है हर हर नाम, तिन जम छड़ गया। से दरगह पैंदे जाहे, जिना हर जप लिया। हर सेवह सही पुरख, जिना हर तुद मिया। गुण गावां प्यारे नित, गुरमुख भ्रम भौ गया। हर सेवह सही पुरख, जिना हर तुद मिया। गुण गावां प्यारे नित, गुरमुख भ्रम भौ गया। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। संगत जी, today's पावन पवित्र हुकमनामा साहिब from Sachkhand, Sri Harmandir Sahib, from Sri Darbar Sahib is on Ang 645. So on Ang 645, and the Shabd is by Guru Amar Das Ji Sache Paatshah Ji, by our Teejay Paatshah Ji. Guru Amar Das Ji Sache Paatshah Ji start off with the salok mahalaa teejaa. Sangat Ji, salok can be translated to, the sassa can be translated to sundar. Lok means world. These words are those words that take us to that sundar, to that beautiful world of being in the presence of Waheguru Ji. So aao shuru kariye. So let's start. Satgur te jo moh fire. Guru Amar Das Ji Sache Paatshah saying, those that te jo, those that moh means face, fire means turn around. Those that turn their face from the Satguru, from the Guru of truth, Satgur te jo moh fire. Then Paatshah saying, se badhe dhukh sahaeh. Sahaeh means something that we're going to have to go through. Badhe dhukh. Badhe means we're bound then by suffering. Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah saying that what does it actually mean for us to turn our back on our Guru, where we're going to end up having to go through suffering. Because Sangat Ji, everything that the Guru tells us is how to come away from suffering. Everything that the Guru tells us is how to actually get rid of the existing suffering that we're actually in. Sangat Ji, what are these sufferings? These sufferings are, my Guru, Dhan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Paatshah Ji, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah Ji tell us. They tell us that there's a link between slander and anxiety. So Satguru Ji tells us this. The doctors of this world, we go to them. They might, Sangat Ji, I was just speaking to somebody yesterday, and they'll go through a conversation with a patient, and before even discussing, before looking at anything else, most of them, there's many out there that will just prescribe you medication straight away, an antidepressant, within a few days of going through suffering of anxiety. But Satguru Ji tells us the actual root issues and the root problems. So Satguru Ji Paatshah is saying the Guru tells us how to get rid of our suffering. That Paatshah Ji is saying to us that prathame chod parai ninda. They said the first step is to be conscious of, am I slandering? Because that's the first thing I need to get rid of, to that marg of union with Waheguru Ji, that marg to reach Sahaj, where I'm completely centered and I'm balanced, where I'm not being taken in waves of sorrow and joy. So Sangat Ji, Pachi will say to us, Prathame chhod parai ninda, uttar gayi sab man ki chinda. Then what happens is my man ki chinda, the anxieties of my mind start to reduce. Sangat Ji, reflect on this, think about this, a time when you're going through a period where you're constantly talking about other people, constantly slandering other people. It's not, we've got no proof if it's the truth or not. This coming from all these assumptions that we've got inside of us. And then how do we feel? Do we still feel spiritually connected? Do we still feel clear? Or do we start to feel burdened? Or do we start to feel heavy? And Sangaji, and upon reflecting, we'll come to that realization that actually, that yes, we do. We start to feel burdened. We don't have a clear vision anymore. So Sangaji, the Guru tells us how to actually have a sukh, how to have happiness. But turning our face on our Guru means that we start doing those things that are opposite. We start doing those things that are the opposite to what my Guru's telling me to do. So often, I used to think of this in this way, that Satgur te jo muh phire, that when I say that, you know what, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Sache Pacha Ji, you are not my Guru anymore, and actually I'm going to try other things. I'm going to go here, I'm going to go there, and I'm going to go there. But reflecting on this deeper, it's saying to me, it's speaking to me and saying that it's when I decide to then start following my own mind, when I start to say, well, no, what's the harm? There's no big deal. You know what? I'll actually, speaking about someone, it's all right. This is what we do, isn't it? When we get together with each other, what's the harm in having a chat about somebody else? Because for many people, that's the norm. For many people, that's what it means to get together. There's many people out there that actually get together, go out for a meal, come to each other's homes and sit down, and it's all revolved around talking about other people. So they say that what's left to talk about. And I know personally many people that have gone through this, Gursikhs that first came into Sikhi, and then they don't want to indulge and they don't want to take part in those type of conversations anymore, because they're just ripping their relatives or whatever they're doing. And then they've said, you know what, and they've just remained quiet or removed themselves from that situation. And the family couldn't understand it. This is, why aren't you taking part in these conversations anymore? So now reflecting on this, for me personally, this is saying to me is that I might still declare within my own mind and to the rest of the world that Guru Nanak Dev Ji Pacha Ji is my Guru, but actually each time I go away from my Guru's bachan, my Guru's word, so when I then decide to indulge in that slander, I'm actually turning my face on the Guru. So what's happening is, what I'm actually doing is salam. So I'm doing salam, I'm bowing to my Guru, I'm still saying you are my Guru, that I'm still a Sikh, that salam jabab dove kare mundoh kutha jai. Sangat Ji, so what happens is that I'm doing salam, I'm saying Hanji, you are my Guru, I matha take to you, I sit in your charan. But jabab, at the same time, I'm doing a jabab. Jabab means when I'm saying, no, actually, I'll leave that. You know what? I'm going to still carry on doing that though, even though you've told me not to do it. That's salam jawab dome kare. I'm doing both of them. But this is, you've gone wrong right from the beginning with this relationship as a disciple and guru relationship. They said you've completely got it wrong. You don't do salam and jawab. They said this, you just do salam to your Guru. So whatever your Guru says, you do. So Pachang Satgur te jo muh phire se badhe dhukh sahaeh, we'll bound ourselves into suffering because we'll start following our own mind, and turning our back on the Guru is when we actually then turn our back on the Guru's bachan, the Guru's bani. Then Patji, they go on to say, fir milan na paini. They're saying that fir. Then we can try, we can we can wander around, we can try many different ways. We can try the ways of our own mind, saying, oh, what's the harm? It's only one drink. It's only one alcoholic drink. This isn't going to do me any harm. Oh, and then I'm trying different ways to obtain this happiness. I'm trying all these things that are contradictory to what the Guru is saying, but Guru Sahib is saying, fir milan na paini. No, you're not going to get to meet Waheguru Ji like this. You're not going to get to experience Sahaj in this way. Tu firija, tu karija jo karna hai. Fir milan na paini. Then Part saying, jam hai ta mar jahe. They're saying then in this way, all that's going to happen to you is jam hai. You're going to be in that cycle, constantly take birth, mar, and then death again. Birth and death, birth and death. You're not going to be able to escape that. Just like Baji say to us that if we turn our back on the Guru, that when satigur mukt na pave, we're not going to be liberated without the Guru. Baji saying, Jeko gurte ve mukh hove, bin satigur mukt na pave. This is if you turn your back on the Guru, Jeko gurte ve mukh hove. If we turn our back on the Guru, Jeko gurte ve mukh hove, bin satigur mukt na pave, we're not going to be liberated. Liberation, Sangat Ji, is what? Liberation, Sadhguru Ji tells us, is this ustat nindya nahe jahe. Kanchan lo saman, kaho nanak sunre mana, mukt tahete jaan. They say that ustat nindya, when I rise above praise and slander, I get all boosted when I hear something good about me, and I'm like, swad aunda, if you think this is tasty, hor de. When somebody's pumping us, I say, yeah, I'll take a bit more of that. But then Sangat Ji, for example, if somebody's in the same trade as us, and then this is when we know if we're mukt, if we're liberated or not. And then Sangat Ji, somebody comes and praises somebody else to us. That so I'm a pracharik, I'm a kathavachik. Somebody comes and praises another kathavachik pracharik to me, and then that's when I know if I'm liberated from it or not. It's tasty when I'm getting it, when I'm receiving it. The moment somebody else gets praised in front of me, then what happens? I start burning in jealousy. I'm thinking, why have they pumped him? Nahi, this is about me. And that's when we know I'm still stuck in that. I'm still not liberated. Jeko gurte ve mukhove bin satigur muktana pave. Without the true Guru, we're not going to be liberated. We're still going to remain stuck in these things, because my mind is going to go with what the world says, and my mind's going to think, no, it's all right to get pumped. But when I know, if I can't handle it yet, then I will restrain. I'll actually say, Veere, Rande, why are you pumping me for? All I'm doing is delivering the Guru's teachings, so it should be the Guru that gets all the praise. Je lok salahe ta teri upama. If I get praised, actually that's your upama, because it's your teachings that are being spread. So why should I get the credit for it? It's not my teachings. I'm just spreading your teachings. Je lok salahe ta teri upama. So Pacha Ji gets us mukt from ustat nindya and slandering others, Sangat Ji. But the moment somebody comes and tells me, oh, guess what? Such and such was talking about you. They were saying this, that, and the other about you. Then I react completely different to when I was being praised. Then I start getting angry. Then I start boiling up. But Satguru Ji Paat Singh, Jeko gurte ve mukhove bin Satgur muktana pave muktana hor tha koi puchon bebe kiya jaye. They're saying that you won't get liberated anywhere else. Go and ask the babekis, go and ask those that have lived that life, that understand this, that have got this knowledge, that turning your back on the Guru, you will not be liberated following your own mind. So Sache Paatshah Ji, Guru Amar Das Sache Paatshah Ji saying here, Sahsa rog na chodei, not letting go of the rog, of the disease of sahsa, of doubt, of duality. Duality, Sangat Ji, is that when I haven't got that realization of what I am, not realizing that I'm a part of Paramatma, I'm an Atma, not having that realization and thinking this is me and this is you, that this is all, this not duality. From duality comes there's me and there's you. If there's me and you, then there can be higher and lower. If there's higher and lower, there can be jealousy. Everything comes from duality. If there's no duality, then there will be no pride. There will be no higher and lower. There will be no irka. There's no one to get jealous of, because we know that everything is that one. Sadhguru Paat saying, Sahsa rog na chode, not letting go of that disease of doubt and duality. Dhukh hi mehen dhukh paahe. Then all that's happening is we're going deeper and deeper into further suffering, remaining in duality. Nanak nadri baksha le. But Satguru Ji Paatshah Ji is so forgiving, that the Guru is so forgiving, that Waheguru Ji's arms are always wide open. Nanak nadri baksha le. Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah saying that if Waheguru Ji glances their vision upon you, they're saying baksha le, they can forgive you within an instant. Shabde mel milahe. How will you be forgiven? When we unite ourselves with the Shabad, with the Guru's teachings. So coming back to that, Paatshah Ji will always say to us, if you go back to the Guru's teachings, you can be saved. And the Guru is waiting with their arms open to receive us and save us. Sangat Jiyo, even when all those Gursikhs left Guru Gobind Singh Ji Paatshah Ji at the most difficult time, the most difficult period in Anandpur Sahib, when Anandpur Sahib was seized, when it was completely surrounded by the Mughals and the hill chiefs, when Guru Gobind Singh Ji Paatshah needed those Gursikhs the most, and a number of them left Guru Sahib Ji, and the Mughal army and the hill chiefs, they let them go freely because they were laughing from inside. They were saying, look, the Guru's losing some of his army. So they didn't even kill them. They said, look, let's not kill them, because if you kill them, then maybe no more will come out. If they see that we've let them go, maybe more will get it will encourage more of the Gursikhs inside to come out as well. Sangat Ji, but remember, when they left, things were very difficult. Not like having everything, living in this in our homes as we are today. There's many going through struggles today, Sangat Ji, that during this period of lockdown, what's happening to people in India. But let's keep focused. Sangat Ji, I'm saying keep focused to me, by the way. And so Sangat Ji, that when they left Anandpur Sahib, but Satguru Ji Paatshah Ji is such that Nanak nadri baksh lehe shabde mel milahe. Satguru Ji will unite us back with their teachings, and they will glance that vision upon us when we surrender and we come back. Those Gursikhs, Sangat Jiyo, they came back to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Paatshah Ji after when Guru Sahib Ji had lost so many Gursikhs. They had lost their own sons after battle upon battle. Muktasar Jang was just before Muktasar Jang. They came to Satguru Ji at Khidrane Ki Taab, at a place called Khidrane Ki Taab. When they came to Satguru Ji, then they said to Satguru Ji Paatshah Ji that, but the Jathedar who was there, the chief of those Gursikhs, that, remember, they've come back now, but what I wanted to look at is, Sangat Ji, what they went through when they went back home. Nobody wanted to know them, because they had turned their back on their Guru when they went back home, thinking that Jal will be more, we can just relax, we won't be in danger, but not realizing when they went back what they had to go through when their wives said that, I can't believe that you've left the Guru. Like, for us, you was the mard for us. You was those brave men that we looked up to as our husbands. How can we call you mard now? Mard, Sangat Ji, is often translated to just a man, but mard means a brave man. They said, how can we call you our mard now? So often a wife will call her husband her mard, her brave man. But Sangat Ji, she says, how can I call you this brave man now? You've let me down. That standing up, I would have been so proud. I would have been able to say to the world that I'm the wife of a shaheed. I'm the wife of a martyr. But now, what are you meant to do now? I don't, and it's like many of our Itihas wrote in a different way. The way I see what the Itihas is telling us is not that the women literally threw their bangles at their husbands, but they says we don't understand you coming back now. What are we meant to do? Is it you that are meant to be wearing the bangles that we are wearing? And are we meant to then take on the robes that you are wearing? That, you know, and even their own parents, their father, their mothers were saying to them, saying, Bache, you know, we would have been a proud mother saying that you got martyred. So Sangaji, think about this Bachi saying to us that there's not going to be no other place for us. In this Hukamnaama Sahib, Sache Paach saying, Fir milan na paini jamhe te mar jahe. And Sangaji, later on in this, when we look at this Shabad, Paach is saying to us, mahalaa teejaa jo satigur te moh fire. Those that turn their back on the Guru, tina thaur na thau. They've got no place. They've got no place in this world. Their family is saying, what are you doing here? We don't want to know you. What do you want us to? We'll go out and fight then. Elderly, the fathers, the mothers, the wives, they were saying, you know what? Even the kids, the children were saying, Father, we would have been able to look up to you. But now what are we going to tell our other friends? We're going to say, well, our fathers left the Guru and now come back. That's why Paach saying that there's no place now for those that turn their back on their Guru. In Anandpur Sahib, the most built and the biggest thing that was there, Duni Chand, Guru Sahib Ji asked him to fight with an elephant, but he got scared. He turned his back on the Guru and jumped the wall of the fortress. And the moment he jumped the wall of that fortress, what happened? That Mofire Tina Taur, there was no place for him left. He broke his leg, Sangat Ji. He ran home, turning his back on the Guru. A snake came and bit him because Tina Taur na Taur. There's no place for us left when we turn our back on the Guru. They didn't know where to go now. They didn't know what to do now, those Gursikhs. Their wives didn't want to know them. Their children were disappointed with them. Nobody wanted to know them anymore. They're not Taur, not Tau. But Sangat Ji, but Guru is such. But when they went back, that Paach is saying, Je ko gurte ve mukhove, bin sadgur muktna pave, pave muktna hor thain, koi puchub be kiya jaye, anek juni param ave, vind sadgur muktna paye, fir paye charni. फिर मुक्त पाए लाग चरनी सतगुरु शब्द सुनाए. If you go back attached to the charan of your Guru again, the Guru's arms are constantly open. The Guru's arms are saying that I'm forever forgiving. The moment you're back, then those Gursikhs went back, Sangat Ji, and the Guru accepted them when they went back and they fought in that Muktasar Jang. So Sangat Ji, the Guru will always let us back, even if we have turned our back, even if we aren't following what the Guru is saying, Sangat Ji, yo. जो छुट्टर कर कर फिर है दो चारण बदनाओ. Paach Ji now giving us an example of जो छुट्टर कर कर. This saying जो छुट्टर is talking about that wife now that her husband has let her go. Her husband has separated from his wife and he's told her to leave now. Why? Jo chuttar means a wife that has been let go by her husband. Why? Jo chuttar kar kar fire. And now she's going from house to house. She's going from one place to another house, from one man to another man. And she's seeing if anyone will keep her. But she's been thrown out by her husband. And now when she's seeing if anyone will give her sanctuary, but nobody will, she's now just wandering around house to house with different men. Fire. Paach Singh Dhukh Charan, why did her husband let her go in the first place? Because she didn't remain loyal to her husband. Dhukh Charan, Charan means our ways. Her ways were Dhukh Charan. Actually, her ways were very negative. Dhukh Charan can be translated in such a way that she actually was cheating on her husband and she was committing sin and she was going around badnao and she had a bad name because of her ways. And because she didn't remain loyal to her husband in the first place, her husband's kicked her out and now she's going from house to house. And Sangat Ji, in this very way, if we leave the house of Guru Nanak, then and we'll try, let me go there, let me go here, let me try this way, let me try that way, but actually we'll end up like that wife that has been cheating on her husband, and then her husband throws her out, and then what happens? She gets a bad name and she's going from door to door, but there's no peace. But Paach saying Nanak Gurmukh Bakshiya hai. But who are those that are saved, that are Bakshiya, that are blessed by the Guru? Those that become Gurmukh. Those that say, Satgurji, you've said to me to restrain from nindya, I restrain from nindya. You've said to me to wake early in the morning, I wake early in the morning. Sadhguruji, you've told me to speak sweetly, so I speak sweetly, so I remain connected to you. Nanak Gurmukh Bakshiya hai, say Satgur Mel Milao. Sadhguruji saying that then the Satgur will help them to male, to unite and to emerge back with Vahiguruji Paudi. Jo sev hai Satgur Murar, those that serve the Sat Murar. Maaf karna, jo seve Sat Murar. Murar is another word for Vahiguruji, was often used for Krishna ji, but here it's referring to Vahiguruji. Mur. Mur means demons, and there was a particular demon. Mur is the demon. Ar means enemy, saying that one that is the enemy to our demons. Our demons are our Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Mohankar, our desires, our anger, our greed, our attachment, the pride. That's our enemy. Vahiguruji is the enemy of these demons. So what will happen is, Jo seva hai Sat Murar, when we serve that one that is the enemy of these demons, when we remember that one through our Guru, then our demons will be destroyed. Because I'm the enemy of those of Krodh. I'm the enemy of greed. I won't let it come anywhere near me because I'm the enemy of it. I'll destroy it as it's coming towards me. Say Pavajal tar gaya, then I will get across this Pavajal. Pav means terrifying. Jal, this ocean of this world. I will get across this terrifying ocean world. And then Pachi saying, Jo bole hai har har nao, those that are constantly reciting, saying the name of Vahiguruji, har, the mantra that we have been given, Vahiguru, 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 tin jam chhad gaya, then the messengers of death don't come anywhere near them. Say dargeh pande jahe, then when we go into the court of Vahiguruji, pande jahe, will receive what? Pande will get the robe of honor. Jina har jap leya, only those that have meditated on Vahiguruji will get that robe of honor. Har sevhe sei purkh jina, har sevhe sei purkh, those that serve such a being, that Vahiguruji, jina har tud maya, only those are able to serve that being, that jina har tud maya, that you are merciful upon, that you do your kirpa on. Gun gava pyare nit, then I'm able to constantly sing the praises of that pyara, of that beloved. Gurmukh pram pao gaya, then all my pram, all my doubts, all my fears are dispelled and taken away. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Sangat Ji, so let us read the last two panktiya together, and then as I'm doing Samapti, we'll just summarize the Hukamnaama, the message from this, the main message from this Hukamnaama. Sahib Ji, Pacha Ji saying that Har sevhe sei purkh, jina har tud maya, gun gava pyare nit, Gurmukh pram pao gaya. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. May Satguru Ji, Guru Sache Pacha Ji, Tan Sri Guru Amar Das Ji Pacha Ji bless us as well, Sangat Ji, that way able to remain Sanmukh, that way able to remain Sanmukh, forever facing our Guru. And forever facing our Guru, Sangat Ji, means that in that moment of life, that I don't turn my back on you. In that moment of life, it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's my own father. It doesn't matter if it's my own mother. It doesn't matter if it's even a Gursik that I looked up to. That moment, if they start engaging in a conversation of slandering someone, that remembering in that moment that I'm not going to turn my back to my Guru. I'm going to remain facing my Guru. The moment I start slandering, I've turned my back. I've opened myself then to dhukh, to pain, and I'm going to suffer. But always remembering, when I do turn my back, my Guru will always take me back, as long as I'm willing to make that effort to move forward and Guru will keep taking us back when the Guru sees that my child is taking those steps and making that effort. So Sangat Ji, let's do ardas that we don't turn our back on our Guru, forever keep facing our Guru. Paach Ji Kirpa Karan. So आओ बुलाओ फतेह जी, वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.